Looney. Molly. Now that I've got my
Is for a favorite shortcake dessert. Their lives shattered by someone with hate in his heart. And what the implications of moving there would be.
You see, my trouble was I was trying to work out how I'd open the door. I picked up.
Yes.
7 days a week for an annual power cost of less than $10. Good hello, sturdy woman.
This Joker, you can't be serious.
Sergey's still happy he got out there.
Okay, rough start. Bachelor number 2 was a tall glass of water who plays clarinet in marching band.
It's me, Dan. I couldn't wait for him to finish speaking.
Keep walking, Dano.
Thanks for the opportunity to compete.
Saving the best for last. Bachelor number 3. Better not be Dave Kim. What? I would never. Look, I appreciate the crappy effort, but kind of spent lunch making out with Brian McMahon. What do you even see in that guy? He's handsome and athletic and cool. Name one cool guy who doesn't talk. Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. Name one more. Teller from Penn and Teller. Name another. Snoopy. He's the best. Oddjob from James Bond. Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. All right, stop dancing in the end zone.
I can't wait any longer. Have you chosen your suitor?
While my matchmaking blew up in my face, my mom was about to drop a bomb.
Yeah, where are your dance clothes and your leg warmers? Class is about to start. These legs will never be warmed again. Why are you talking so dramatically about dance wear? I shared my gift of dance with my family, and they laughed. So much so that Murray cracked a bone in his middle body. Don't listen to your family. Mine said you're going to be awesome.
Same here.
I know. That's because they're kind, stupid liars. I mean, no offense, but anyone who's seen Linda dance knows she's got no booty from the waist down. Excuse me? Admit it. You jacked up your back carrying around your kid for far too long. So 11-year-old legs got tired easily. And don't get me started on Nessie's jazz hands. Oh, my jazz hands. They are crooked and calloused from years of scrubbing greasy pans and wiping tushies. And cover them with sparkly gloves for the show. And Jinsey, all those years of stress raising 4 rowdy boys has given me such nervous mom tummy. Taking no fruits all for this class. You got my face? Yes, so intense. So true, I'm still worse off than you. My family told me I'll never be anything but a lame butt mom. No use fighting. Not okay, Jim. Go outside. The stress activates it. Stress activates it. At Domino's, you can get more than just your favorite pizza. You can get specialty chicken, savory pasta, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava French quesadillas, medium topping pizzas as well. Items for $5.99 each. Get them delivered for $6.
Super Emma just about sleeps in her cave. But when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to Tide Hygienic Clean Free. It's gentle on her skin and out cleans our old free detergent. Tide Hygienic Clean Free. Hypoallergenic and safe for sensitive skin. That's superior. So good, it makes you want to dance. There are a variety of products so massive, they make you just want to dance. Superior Grocers has prices so unbeatable, they make you just want to dance. How do we do it? Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
In my car accident, I wondered what my case was worth. So I called the Barnes.
I'm Rich Barnes. Is your accident case worth more than insurance offered? Call the Barnes firm now to find out. You might be surprised. It's more than just the stories, just the highlights. KTLA biggest stories with the players, the coaches, and the fans. KTLA 5 Sports Final every Saturday and Sunday at 11:30. Brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers.
A 401k retirement plan is a great way to keep your employees happy. And Paychex can find the perfect one for your business. As the #1 retirement plan provider in the country, Paychex can handle the entire 401k process for you, minimizing all those administrative tasks by fully integrating your payroll with our platform. We'll set up a plan that gives you the biggest tax benefits, saving you time and more of every hard-earned dollar. With 50 years of experience, Paychex makes 401ks simple.
Joining us live, Bill and Juliana Rensick talking about their new Vegas restaurant, plus Dorothy Wang from Bling Empire Season 2, today on the KTLA 5 Morning News. There's a new voice at 5 o'clock, a new choice for Southern California. KTLA 5 News at 5 today on KTLA 5, LA's.
I was losing Emmy to the cool kids, so I turned the coolest dude I knew.
Stop it with a heart attack and I have an emergency.
I was so close, but fine. What do you got?
Emmy has a super popular boyfriend.
Good for her.
No, she's gonna have a which means I gotta become super cool, super fast.
You want cool lessons, huh? Well, you come to the right place.
I don't have time to learn stuff. I need an expensive shortcut, and I need it now.
It was red. It was leather.
I'm alright.
The Beat It video.
I just passed out early in the night.
Anyone
Just
who
now
wears
I'm
this
awake
jacket
still.
is automatically the coolest
Like more
badass
awake than normal.
Because of all the zippers?
because of M. And no kid on earth
Hanging out.
has one. She costs $463.
Whoa! You don't need.
It's either this or video games.
Fine. I'm just gonna call Emmy and tell her Shy Bri is no good for her.
No, that is the least cool thing to do.
Hello? Hi, Mrs. Mursky. It's Adam. Is Emmy there?
She said she was studying with you tonight.
Emmy used me as her nerd cover story.
Oh no, how sad for you, but smarter for us.
Embarrassed.
Of course, I just forgot. She's making popcorn in the popcorn room.
Uh-huh. Can I talk?
Of course you can. Hey, Emmy, your mom's on the phone. She's walking to the phone with the popcorn in her hand. Oh no! She just tripped and fell. Oh, the popcorn is everywhere. Oh, now I just fell.
I'm gonna buy you the red jacket.
Once again, Pops bailed me out. And thanks to the ridicule, my mom bailed on dancing.
Baby, I love you. You make everything so much better. You shamed your mom, you shamed my mom, and then everyone else the whole thing's canceled.
Oh, you're welcome, handsome.
Wait, Babby and all her friends quit that thing?
Thanks, you're amazing and cruel dog. I was off. Dinner served. If you need me, I'll be upstairs in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about what to do. Cool.
What's the deal with this sad lasagna? Mom's never made anything in a casserole dish with less than 8 layers. What's going on?
Clearly your morons hurt the lady, and you're gonna apologize.
Sad lasagna. Sounds like a good name.
So the annoying crap you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, sad lasagna.
I'm her husband. I never have to say I'm sorry. Tell me your words.
Okay, I'll get my Casio. I'll get my crazy Mac.
As they strolled off to make amends,
Do you ever think this is truly the land of Canaan?
Oh, yeah, sorry, right, I'll get out of here.
And everything's in reverse, like they tell you.
This kid rules, 'cause look,
This is the Old Testament, not the New.
I've had it forever. Some say MJ got the idea from me.
Gnarly.
Oh, so you're a bad Natalie boy now? Sup?
I have a girlfriend.
That's part of it for me.
Making moves on my girl, small fry. You're so dead. Sweet jacket. So we're friends now.
Okay, cool, man. I'll catch you later. Adam? Dude, you suck. You should teach me to hang here. Hey, get right that guy. Are you kidding me? I finally find someone I like mutually to be happy for me? Happy? We're best friends. It's supposed to be just you and me. We grow up together and live next door to each other and raise our kids side by side. No matter who we were with, it was supposed to be us. You are such a hypocrite. Did I ever complain when I got shoved into the background room with Dana or Jackie? That's different and you know it. How? I've been the third wheel forever.
This is all super weird. It's making me feel like the third wheel.
Why is he suddenly talking to you in gym class? Guess Shark Fry really opens up on the weekends, huh? Don't talk to me ever again.
Beat it.
Yeah, the Jackie.
No, actually beat it. You're a bad friend. Not cool.
he was right. I really did lose them. Meanwhile, my mom was about to get the most elaborate apology in history.
She is our flashy little flash dancer. What is all this? You're about to witness the greatest apology ever. Behold, a three-act hip opera so powerful you'll forget anything. Proper respectful apology. No, stop. It worked. I forgive you. I can't say that. Look, there's 2 hours left plus intermission. I'm fine. Just go begin.
So we're good here. The kids are sorry. You're back to dance.
Not bad. What about you? Anything you want to say?
You do have to apologize. Do not. Do I?
You don't get it, do you? I expect my kids to only think of me as a mom, but you're my husband. You're supposed to think of me as something more.
Maybe if you did your hair.
Get out of my house.
What?
Fine.
It's fast and free. Huh?
When it comes to women, I'll take great jobs. This is your chance to own the very best of the timeless variety show that was the hippest party in town. I got it together, honey. You'll get 10 DVDs jam-packed with 20 spectacular shows for only 5 payments of $19.99. Just what I've been looking for. Plus, if you order in the next 10 minutes, Great Big Homer Knows Content, you'll also get a free bonus DVD with clips of very first TV special, including the debut of Geraldine. And its 1975 special with Cher and Richard Pryor. This is so good. Free. You will manage what $236 e-money. And as a special gift from Time Life to you, a collector's booklet with quotes, production photos, script free.
I love my you. A different morning tonight. So in the morning,
You can start getting paid.
I call
It actually removes virtually all of viruses like H3N2 flu virus. Plus, it clears
for filing for your Social Security disability benefit.
That they welcome a second son, Eric. As the boys grow up, the Kalinowskis look like the perfect family. Their 2 sons are very active with baseball. In fact, Kevin's the coach of the team, and the mom goes to all the games. The couple also passes on their love of the outdoors. When the boys get old enough, Kevin teaches them how to hunt. And one of his big things is gun safety. That's a priority to him. And so whenever they go out, gun safety is number one. The high clothes closed doors, though, the family is beginning to unravel. Deep in debt from their first child's medical bills, Robin embezzles $20,000 from her employer. She doesn't get away with it and avoids jail time by taking out a loan to repay the money. Through it all, her husband Kevin supports her, but it's just the beginning of Robin's downward spiral.
After almost a decade, Robin is to have something of a midlife crisis.
She reconnects with John Kerry, a man she knew from grad school after they bump into each other in a bar one night.
They're both in long-term marriages, but they both are kind of trying to find something new. So they end up seeing each other and having a huge affair. She has a dream that someday they'll run off together and live happily ever after.
Finally, the rumors get back to Kevin. Supporting his wife through the embezzlement charge was one thing, but cheating is another.
When Kevin finds out about the affair, he confronts Robin and wants to get custody of their two boys. One's 11, one's
She
9.
can cheat on the job, but not on my
Robin
dick.
doesn't want to lose her children, but no one could have predicted what happens next. On the night of November 9th, 2005, Robin stays up late doing laundry and ends up falling asleep on the sofa. Kevin and the boys are asleep when the silence of the night is shattered by a gunshot.
According to Robin, 1 o'clock, she decided to go up to bed, and she saw her husband asleep on the bed, and his rifle happened to be laying on the bed. So she starts cleaning up. She picks up the rifle. It accidentally discharges, hitting him in the head.
11-year-old Kevin wakes up and runs into his parents' bedroom. Robin tells him to call 911 as she is performing CPR. Barely alive, the devoted father of two is rushed to the hospital, but dies several hours later. When police question Robin, she says her husband must have been cleaning the gun in bed and fallen asleep.
This is Mr. Gun Safety. The last thing, the very last thing he would have is any ammo, anything near the gun when he's cleaning it. You just don't do that.
Police initially ruled Kevin's death accidental, but when they received the medical examiner's report and learn of Robin's affair, they bring her in for further questioning. Coming up, the evidence mounts against Robin, but just when prosecutors think they have rock-solid proof,
There's no way that she could have accidentally fired it from that range and have that kind of wound to its head.
the case takes some strange turns.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dulcolax soft chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes.
Why is everything suddenly gummy? Everything's gotta be gummy.
Thousands of people rely on the Brinks Money prepaid MasterCard to make life a whole lot easier and manage their money every day.
Before Brinks, our money situation was just all over the place. Now it's Brinks card. Every time I make a transaction, I get alert right on my phone, and it means the world to me.
With Brinks, there's no more waiting in line to cash a check. Because with the Brinks Money prepaid MasterCard, you do your banking on the go. I am very busy and on the go all the time. My finesse life before the Brinks card was very chaotic. The Brinks card has become a major staple in my wallet. It has made life a whole lot easier. Call now or go online to get your Brinks Money prepaid MasterCard. There's no cost to order and no credit check. No need to worry about keeping track of your balance. Easily load money onto your card and track purchases.
Brinks difference? All the simple to use budgeting tools that make us better at managing our money.
Brinks is my go-to card. I use it to go grocery shopping, check into hotels, to do online purchases. Brinks is wonderful.
No more waiting. Get your paycheck or government check up to 2 days faster with direct deposit.
With Brinks Direct Deposit, I get paid up to 2 days faster, and I love that.
With Brinks, there's no credit check and no cost to order. And with payback points, you can earn points for cash back on many of your purchases. That puts money back in your wallet.
I love the Brinks Cashback Rewards because I get an incentive back. They're actually giving back to us. That means they care about us.
We have 4 beautiful children, so one thing we are always doing is shopping. I couldn't imagine shopping without my Brinks card. And you can even customize your card with your favorite slogan. Call now or go online to order your Brinks Money prepaid MasterCard. With a qualifying direct deposit, you'll be eligible for the reduced monthly fee and an optional savings account that could earn up to a 5% annual percentage yield. Brinks has helped thousands of people with everyday needs to help manage their money better. Call right now to order your Money prepaid MasterCard. 1-800-616-5684. Call now.
These Smile Direct Club Aligners. Picture smile like this. Smile like this. And as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Smile. Get started for free. SmileDirectClub.com.
2005, Kevin and Robin Kalinowski's 15-year marriage had endured many ups and downs. But when Kevin discovers his wife is cheating on him, he calls it quits. Before he can file for divorce and get custody of their 2 boys, Kevin is killed with a bullet from his own gun. Although his wife Robin had the gun in her hand when the fatal bullet was discharged, she maintains it was a tragic accident.
Her excuse was that her husband must have been cleaning the gun while he was in bed and fell asleep. Kind of interesting. The rifle was loaded. The safety was off. However, she said that when she picked it up, she didn't realize that it went off. She didn't remember pulling the trigger. She just said it accidentally went off. It's just so far-fetched. It's beyond belief.
The medical examiner doesn't believe it either, concluding that Kevin was shot at point-blank range and not a few feet away, as Robin claims.
The prosecutors said that it was a deliberate act. There's no way it could have been done accidentally, and she killed him execution style.
In September 2008, almost 3 years after her husband Kevin's death, Robin's trial begins.
From the first trial for Robin, the star witness is John, the guy she's having an affair with.
John Carey tells the court that while Kevin was still on life support, Robin claimed not that she accidentally pulled the trigger, as she told investigators, but rather that she dropped the rifle as she was moving it from the bed, and that's when it went off. The court also hears from Kevin's brother, who said that when he told the kids their father had died, 11-year-old Kevin Jr. cried out that his father would never bring a loaded gun into bed. But their testimony isn't enough to sway all the jurors. In October of 2008, Robin Kalinowski's month-long trial ends with a hung jury.
While she's awaiting the second trial, she convinces her cellmate to put a hit out on John so that he can't testify in the second trial. Well, the cellmate alerts authorities, so the authorities get an undercover officer posing as the hitman, and they get her recorded on tape trying to work out a contract to kill him.
She offers the undercover officer $3,000 to kill John Carey. A week later, Robin is indicted for conspiracy to commit murder. She pleads guilty and is sentenced to 6 to 12 years in state prison. Her second murder trial begins in January 2009. This time, there is a guilty verdict, but the judge is forced to declare a mistrial on a technicality. Prosecutors bring Robin to trial yet again in 2012. This time, her oldest son, Kevin Jr., now 17 years old, testifies that he believes his mother's story and says he doesn't remember the statement he made 6 years earlier about his father never taking a loaded gun to bed. But his testimony isn't enough to sway the jury.
On March 1st, 2012, she is convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 25 years to life in prison.
Her sentence for conspiracy to commit murder and her attempt to have John Carey killed will run concurrently. In June of 2014, her conviction is upheld on appeal. As her sons grow up without their father and their mother behind bars, some experts believe that Robin's motives are more than just criminal.
A sociopath is described as somebody who doesn't have any moral responsibility or a social conscience. Based on her just disregard for human life, wanting to kill people just to get them out of the way, I would say she definitely qualifies for that.
This program contains material that may be disturbing to some audience members. Viewer discretion is advised. Today, when Mark Martin's wife is murdered, the mild-mannered chemist uses the insurance money to take a dive into the fast-paced world of day trading. But Mark is about to go bust.
He lost like $105,000 in 15 days.
Later, the sky's the limit for hot designer on-end John.
His trademark is that he is always followed by an entourage of beautiful girls. And the younger, the better.
He's a young, fresh man who his charmed life on the runway for a stretch in the big house. He begins touching them that. And invariably, these contacts end in rape. A dead wife, a convenient insurance policy, and a mistress waiting in the wings. Mark Martin lives his life under a cloud of suspicion, but it only seems to fuel his reckless behavior. After losing money in the stock market, his career and his life are both heading for a crash. Very much in his high volatile stocks, which by itself is very stressful, but he lost a bunch of money. 24-year-old Mark Martin has no moral at his fingertips. He graduates from the University of South Carolina with a degree in history in 1979 and takes a job at a chemical company in Texas. From there, he marries Mark Martin. The 80s are good to the Martins. In 1980, while Mark works his way up the ladder to become president of a chemical company. But 2 years later, trouble strikes. At 35 years old, Mark is fired. On his last day, someone breaks into the office, steals secret formulas and computer files. Police arrest Martin. The burglary was not intended for theft, but instead to hide kickbacks and the possible sale of chemicals for drug activity. That same day, board members come to an agreement with Martin, and all charges are dropped. In 1990, Deborah launches a champagne from family to Georgia. He takes a job in sales at another chemical company. Then in 1992, Deborah gives birth to their second child, a daughter, Michelle. Things seem to be getting better, but Deborah notices a change in her husband. All of a sudden, he starts wearing different clothes and he starts going to tanning booths. There's something that's out of character. At work, 37-year-old Mark takes interest in 21-year-old coworker Leah Clay. No secret that she is unhappy in her marriage. Within a couple of years, they start having an affair. Before you know it, they're that deep. In June of 1993, Mark and Leanne sneak away to North Carolina for some time alone together. He tells her over dinner that he's never loved anybody more than her. They freedom period. With their marriage clearly in trouble, Mark's wife Deborah takes a vacation of her own to a campground in Alabama with her mother. It's the last time they escape alive. On September 5th, 36-year-old Deborah and her mother, 59-year-old Eloise Powell, are brutally murdered, slashed to death in their camping trailer. The investigation immediately turns to Mark. 4 days before Deborah's death, Mark actually had a $600,000 life insurance policy against his wife. Everybody became suspicious of Mark, especially since they found out about the life insurance policy also was common, and he was having an affair with this other woman. Mark Martin denies any involvement in his wife and mother-in-law's deaths. When they questioned him, he insisted he was home alone with the children, but they began to be a little suspicious because his questions just seemed rehearsed. Inside Mark's car, investigators discover small.
You said louder. Cuatro, uno, niños. 4-0. 420. Can't impersonate shit. Excellent. Excellent. No shadow, no viewers, no shadow watchers, no bushwhackers, no frabbity jupiters, no wackadoos, no pinata puffers, biscuits. 420 biscuits. Morning. Figures. What did you have? Radar? I know. Oh, it's perfect timing. See, timing's everything. Refill my beverage. What up?
I knocked the fuck out.
I did too earlier.
I
Then
knocked the hell out. Ugh. We had a power outage in the middle of the night. The power's been going off and on out here.
Why?
I don't know. I got
Because
woken up in
I
the
did.
middle of the night.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
I
apparently
hate
across the street there's still no power.
That's the
So the power
worst.
just came back on like not too long ago, like about an hour ago.
Well, at least it's back on. It sucks when the power's off. It sucks at my mom's especially because like the way their fucking neighborhood was built. Their house was like the old section
Yeah.
versus the whole other side of the street and everybody else.
Yeah.
So there's like a row of 4 houses that would still be without power. And like our street and the street behind us, there's just this little section that's on this one
Yeah.
little subsection. So everybody else's power is restored after a storm. And we're all just sitting there like, man, this is bullshit.
Shit, yeah. Right?
Like, this is bullshit. Get to us.
Yeah.
Like, what the? Why are we not on the same goddamn fucking?
Grid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You think they would have tied it in eventually? They were just that fucking lame in Virginia that, like, they literally just got my mom's house like hooked up to city water a few years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, like their infrastructure everywhere in America is bullshit for the most part. It's a fabricated lie to explain where they say the money's going, but no. The only thing they spend money on is the buildings they got to work in, and the clothes they got to wear to work, and all that shit. Oh,
Got an eyelash in my eye or something. I hate mornings.
I know, it sucks.
I seen that you were on, and I was like, oh yeah, it's 4:20 over there. And
Yeah,
CP's
like
on.
passed the fuck out earlier. I was like, I was taking a break. I was gonna take a break and eat dinner and take a nice bath and then fucking start up another one. So like I ate my chimneys and then I remember getting the pipe packed for the bath and I had like a cigarette ready with wax on it. And then I was looking at the clock and I'm like, damn, it's 11 o'clock now. Like, what the fuck? And then I looked again and I was like, damn, it's like midnight now. What the fuck? And I just slowly was like pulling myself out of a coma. Then I was up and about at 12:30. Finally got my bath. I overdid it today.
I did it last night. I overdid it.
It was just too much scooter riding. Beats my shoulder up too much with the vibrations.
Yeah, the train ride is pretty bumpy. You know what I mean? You're rocking back and forth. It feels like you're in a car collision once you get off.
That shit puts me to sleep every time I ride the train. I conk out.
Fucking bored.
Till I got locked on the train because I fell asleep. They didn't check and they let me stay asleep. I was locked on the
No.
train in the train yard.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was sketchy.
That's the
Because I went
worst.
to, it was like after work at the garden, so I was high as fuck. And it was like 100 and plus day. So my brain
Uh,
was cooked. And I woke up and I thought I missed the rapture at first. But then I was like, well, I still got cell phone service, so that doesn't make sense. I'm like, maybe it's a dream. So like I call Marcos, I'm like, yo, am I awake or am I asleep? And he's like, I'm pretty sure you're awake if you're on the phone. I'm like, yeah, but I'm in a dream, so I would be awake in my dream even if I'm asleep in real life. And he's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're awake though, because how would I be asleep dreaming the same thing from the opposite side? And I was like, I don't know. If it was one of our dreams, we would be making up the details either way. And he's like, man, you're just trying to fuck with me, huh? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm locked on a train. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm locked on the fucking train. All I can see is like giant chain link fences and train houses everywhere. Like, I don't know where the fuck I am or could be. It's sunny as fuck. I know it's like 7 o'clock at night and there's all kinds of messages like, where are you? What happened? Why aren't you home yet? That kind of shit. And all my
Yeah.
friends, hey, where are you? We need to come get something. Where are you at? Like, other than that, I don't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, well, look for a number. There should be a number in there somewhere. I was like, all right. So I got off the phone with him and I called baby mama. I was like, yo, I'm locked on a fucking train. Passed out and they locked me on the train. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. So I was like taking pictures and videos and shit so they could see it. And they're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, I found the number though. I was like, I gotta call these people, see what they'll do. So I called the station, the train people, and they're like, what can we do? I'm like, let me off the train, like what the fuck? Y'all locked me on a train. She's like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? I'm like, fuck do I know? I was asleep. Like we're past all that. I was like, get someone here to let me off. And
Yeah, right?
he's like, well, another train's, it's due to get back to the station within the hour. And I'm like, that doesn't help. Like, like what can I physically do to get off? And she's like, she's like, you shouldn't do the emergency exit window because they had to charge for that. And they'll charge me. And I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
fuck you.
but
I was like, all
see,
right,
you
I'll
shouldn't have
try my
even
best to
called.
say
You
it.
shouldn't have even called and just did it, and they would have never known it was you.
No, because I like to have it on record that I was there and the shit went down. So that way when the cameras show an anomaly, it matches up to the call I made. So when it
Say
gets
I was in an
investigated.
emergency, then you pulled it and you did an emergency. It wouldn't have been your fault.
No, I told them I would wait.
It,
And then I fucking picked the lock with my pinky finger, like it's like a big jail lock. size thing. So I just jammed my finger in there and started fucking moving shit around until I heard it click, and I got it to turn, and I had to like pry the doors open with my skateboard because they weren't power assist when
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
off.
yeah.
And fucking I got out and it was like, fuck yeah, Indiana Jones escape.
And then you had
And
to
I got
climb
him.
fences.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
then I'd be
escape.
calling them.
It's like escape from Auschwitz or something. I broke free from the train. I had to break free from the train yard. And of course, like after like all that 10 minutes of ordeal and shit, and I finally getting up to the train tracks and all that shit, then comes another train. But I doubt they would have even fucking bothered checking to see or even been informed to me. They probably thought it was a prank call or something. So I had to send like a bunch of emails to the corporate office. It's still in resolution. So I'm not. I wanted money. I want money for it. I want 5,000. I won't rest until I.
Yeah. Get it.
They could have paid me. They could have paid me in train fare, and I'd have been like straight. But no, they're like, well, I mean, you were okay. You weren't really harmed anywhere. I was like, you fucking kidding me? There's psychological trauma. Like, let me
Yeah.
lock you in a fucking strange vehicle, and you got nothing. Like, what did I have? I had weed and smokes and a drink. That was my only supplies. What if nobody'd come back the rest of the night? And I didn't
Right?
figure, if
What
I'm
if
the
I
average
was fucking
asshole,
diabetic and I needed my fucking insulin?
or if I was claustrophobic and I don't know how to pick locks or any of that
Right.
shit. Like, the average person could freak the fuck out and start pulling hair or smashing shit.
And then on top of it all, when you called for help, she's telling you you can't fucking use the emergency brake because it's going to cost you something. On
Yeah,
top of all that.
please don't damage
Like,
this
that's
stuff
not
because we accidentally fucked
protocol.
up. Like, y'all are supposed to check every fucking seat. Y'all got people that come through and are supposed to be sweeping between fucking rides.
Yeah, that's not right.
But
Something not
like
right about that.
when you park the shit, that definitely means that the cleaning crew came through. You're
Right?
parking the shit for the night. They empty the trash, they fucking vacuum it or whatever they got to do to it.
They profiled you. They thought you were just some long-haired drunk hippie.
I was not drunk. I was high. But I
I
always sleep
know.
on. Like everybody knows me. They always knew. I rode the motherfucker every day. Holidays too.
They racially profiled you.
Either that or they were scared to wake me up.
Yeah.
They're like, he might have something. He might stab us. They might have thought I was dead though too. Everyone thinks I'm dead when I'm asleep.
Yeah, and they just didn't want to do the paperwork. They're like, let the morning
No,
guy
but I
find
will.
him.
They will find him in the morning. We will forget about this over beers. And then those guys are at the bar just like, another shot, please. What's going on? You don't want to know. She right from the train. His bag's full of weed.
Yeah.
Word.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go jump in the shower before the whole house wakes up.
Word. I'll be
Gotta
on
get
until
that
5.
hot water.
I'm on until 5 is what I'm gonna call it. So I don't break my sleep routine.
All right, have a good morning.
You too?
Say hello to the critters. Say hello to Bob for me. Give him some tuna and a pat in the head.
Tuna.
Say hello to Max. Tell him he's a great kid, so have a great day. Peace out.
I hopefully the power doesn't pop while you're in the shower. That's the worst, trying to shower in the dark. That's been prepared. What's up, 2 sets of eyeballs? Assert yourself. Not be fearful. Who are you? Who am What a meanie she pushed the motherfucker off a cliff. Crazy. Last call. One more. That'll probably be a better one.
December 9th, 2013. Before the attorneys make their opening statements, the judge prohibits mentioning any evidence. The evidence in question primarily about the blindfold. There was some issues about how it was handled. So was for a first-degree murder conviction, the prosecution must convince the jury the crime was premeditated. For 4 days, the prosecution calls witness after witness. The officer elected Angelo testifies that he knew she was lying. So he has the video evidence to prove it. Using what you're telling me, prosecutors say there were no car keys found on Cody, even though he drove that day. This is a real key piece of evidence that supports premeditation. Jordan knew what she was going to do. Therefore, she got the keys from Cody before she pushed him off the cliff.
Jordan's emotionless demeanor during the trial does not help her case.
Just as
closing
All
arguments
right.
are set to begin.
See you guys tomorrow.
Jordan makes a shocking decision.
Everyone have a great day.
She pleads guilty
Thanks for
to a
stopping
lesser
by for
count
this
of
short but sweet session.
No one can actually
Bitches.
believe it, but with the amount